So let's get to a situation now where a house is on the market for sale. The first thing I wanted to ask you, because back in the day when I knew no better, I didn't quite understand why, when you're quoting a client, and let's just say there's a chain, and I've sold my house and I'm buying another house, and I come to you and I say, Greta, can you quote me please, because I've sold my house for £300,000 and I'm buying this house for £400,000, and you give me a quote for the sale and the purchase, and it is cheaper for me to pay you for the sale of my house, but it's more expensive for me to pay you for the one that I'm purchasing. So why is it more expensive for you to convey a purchase rather than a sale?
So there's lots of different factors. So in terms of the price difference. So if you're selling a freehold house, we usually have a fixed fee that we apply to everybody for a freehold house.
Right. Regardless of the size and the value of the property?
So that's another thing.
Right.
So the value of the properties, so the reason the prices go up or down depending on the value of the property is because of indemnity. So there's higher risk with higher value properties. So therefore we apply a higher fee for that. So in terms of sales, they're usually a flat rate, fixed rate fee, let's say £995 plus VAT, let's say as an example. But there'll be additional fees for things like if it's a leasehold, if it's a new build that we're selling, is there a mortgage? Is there a help to buy mortgage, which takes forever to deal with? So there's all these additional fees that you then add up based on those factors. Now with the purchases, similarly, there's a lot more work involved with purchases, purely because you have to report on everything. You have to report on searches. You have to review the bank's requirements if there's a mortgage. We were talking about this earlier, the CML guidelines that solicitors follow. You have to, make sure that everything that we do is compliant with the lender's requirements. And obviously the usual factors, if it's a leasehold, if it's a new build, will there be a help to buy equity loan, which I know is no longer, I believe it's done and dusted. But those were the factors that those are the things that we would ask the clients when we're preparing a quote. So I would usually send out an email, or I would phone the client up and we'll have a conversation. And I'll ask for things that, for example, for a purchase, I'll say, okay, so is it a freehold or a leasehold? What's the purchase price? Will there be a mortgage? Will there be gifted funds coming in from any of the relatives, families, anything like that? If there is gifted money, we have to do due diligence on those people.
This is for money laundering,
This is for money laundering. Okay. And that is a lot of work because we're looking at bank statements.
Can I just stop?